I have a friend who wasn't introduced to the program as I was, and I look at him, and sometimes I see myself in his position if I wasn't introduced to the program.
Every year there are kids aging out of state care, and many of these kids are leaving foster homes.
A lot of these kids' families are on welfare. A lot of these kids' parents were abused, neglected as children themselves. They don't really have a lot of great skills to live independent.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have a place to stay. He lives on the street sometimes, and sometimes he stays with people who he knows. He's not friends with them, he just stays with them because he knows them.
They're going to wind up living on the streets. They're living on the streets now already throughout the community. These are the kids that are not going to finish their education.
He's dealing drugs, he's into crime. He's basically just living the street life because his parents gave up on him.
They typically will end up in corrections, end up in detention, end up in a hospital, and unfortunately sometimes end up dead. 80% of current prison inmates went through the foster care system, and that's astounding. 66% of the kids have not completed their GED or finished high school by age 19. 50% of the kids will be unemployed within a year to a year and a half after leaving care, and 25% of the kids are homeless and living on the street within 4 years and doing what they have to do to survive.
And if we don't provide this support for them, they are going to be a tremendous drain on this community, and they don't need to be.
It's pretty sad because, I'm thankful that I'm in the program, that I got the help, that I reached it in time.
The primary focus of the TL program is to give every young person an opportunity to succeed. And that doesn't mean just to succeed, while they're in our program, but to succeed long term.
Transitional Living has the opportunity to impact these young adults in a key turning point in their lives.
We have transitional living specialists. They are assigned to work with our individual youth, and they go out to meet with them weekly, and really it's focused a lot on their independence.
We help them find a job. We help them get into school. We help them find appropriate housing. We help them find health insurance. We help them build appropriate relationships.
We're not giving them the fish. We're teaching them how to fish. And we're teaching them how to live life on their own independently in a safe, stable way.
If they have children of their own, they're at higher risk for having their children come into the foster care system. So it's really important to us that we break that cycle. And one of the ways that we do that is by teaching those young people who've already become parents to parent appropriately.
Taking kids to get their birth control pills. They're taking kids to show them how to ride the bus. They're teaching them how to drive cars. They're helping them find a new job. When they lose their job, they're consoling them about what they learned from that experience.
They're living in the real world, and we're letting them make mistakes. But there's a safety net. We're there to support them. We're there to catch them before they fall too hard. But they're going to fall, and they're going to learn from those mistakes, and we're going to help them learn from those mistakes.
We're talking about a little help over usually 6 months to a year to just give them a good start. Just give them an opportunity to succeed, because they will succeed.
TL program helps kids to learn how to manage their money.
Now that I have my first checking account, I'm going to balance my money very well, make sure my bills are paid, make sure I don't overspend, and keep money in my account.
One of the rewarding things about having a one-on-one relationship with some of our clients is that we are their confidant, that person that they go to in times of need, and we're able to give them guidance so that they can make the right choices on their own independently.
I remember when I lost my first job, and I was down and depressed. I wouldn't do anything. I just slept in the house all the time, and I called my counselor about it, and I told my counselor about me losing my job, and that I was seriously considering going into the drug business because I saw that was fast, easy money. And he explained to me the risk of going to jail or the risk of getting killed, and I thought about it all night long, and I called him the next day, and I talked to him, and he talked to me. He came and got me, and I looked for a job, and I got hired the same day.
And I think so many of the kids that grow up in foster care feel disenfranchised, and they don't feel like they're normal. So much of what we want to do is help these kids understand you are normal, and the experiences you're having are not because you grew up in foster care, but this is life. This is real. You're a real person, and this happens to real people. It happens to everybody.
If it wasn't for me entering the TL program, there would be a long list of things that I wouldn't be doing right now.
These young people that we work with work harder than anyone I know. They have to scratch for everything that they get and that they have earned.
These kids are so resilient because they've been through so much in their earlier life that they'll respond much more quickly to support than a lot of kids that live in a two-parent home with a middle-class income.
Many of the young people who go through Youth Villages Transitional Living program become college graduates as a result of their experience with us.
I love the program. I love it. I love the people. I love the help. It's something special to me. It's really important in my life, and one day I hope, to be of some help to somebody else who's in my same situation.
So often we look at these young people, we think, all the problems they could cause if we don't help them. But look at all the opportunities. Look at all the young people that these young adults could help as they grow up. And look at how much better our community be with some of these young people becoming, counselors, psychologists, school teachers, construction workers, police officers, firemen. How much better a community can be if these young people who had little opportunity can become very successful adults with very successful families of their own.
And then this is the greatest thing ever that can happen in your life. And then you need to know how important it is for us to have this kind of organization.
It's real special, and to know that, somebody actually cares, somebody's actually there for me. I can lean on them in time of need.